All right, like I said in the last video, in this video, we're going to talk about keyword research methods. I'm going to show a couple different methods that I like to use. And first, I want to ask you to create an Excel sheet or a spreadsheet where you're going to put all your keywords that you'll come across using these methods, so that in the end we have a big file of different keywords and keyword combinations that we can use to create pins for and drive traffic to our website. And a lot of methods, we're just going to use Pinterest itself because it has a lot of different functions that we can use to find keywords. And the first one is to go to the search bar. And here it's already showing us a couple ideas. Now, we never used this search bar before, so it's completely random right now. But the more you'll start using it, the more suggestions related to your business you'll see. Also, you'll see a lot of different trending topics here that we can use. As you can see, some are in Dutch because, of course, I'm in the Netherlands right now. And what we want to do is we want to type in a keyword that is relevant to our business. So in the ad course, you've seen that we created a shop with a massage device for your neck. So what we can do is type in massage, and here we already have the first suggestions. So these suggestions you can already copy and put in your file. Then when we click enter and we go to the search results, here you'll also see a lot of different suggestions, and these are keyword combinations that are often used. So face massage, massage tips, foot massage, massage therapy, and all these keyword combinations you can copy. Now, one important thing to know is that keywords on Pinterest and keywords on Google are not the same. So with Google, you'll see a lot more longer search terms consisting of multiple words, but with Pinterest, more than 75% of the search terms are only 1 to 3 words. So that's something to keep in mind when you're doing your keyword research and you are setting up your file with all your keywords. And as you can see here, it's given us multiple suggestions, and when we click this, then it brings us to another page with even more suggestions, and then we can add face massage techniques as well, for example. So when doing this, of course, it's also showing pins, so you also immediately get an idea on what type of pins that you can test or create for these keywords. All right, the next method is the function when we create an ad. So we want to go to create ad from your feed and just continue. We're not actually going to create an ad, we're just going to use the interests here, because a lot of the interests here are actually big search terms as well, and big popular topics, because Pinterest, of course, created these interests themselves, and these are all interests that are popular on Pinterest. So here you can also pick the interests that are relevant to your business and start creating pins for these interests as well. And another thing that we can do here is go to keywords, and here in the keyword section we can actually see how popular the keywords are, because as of right now we only have seen the suggestions that Pinterest gave us, but to actually see how popular a search term is, we can go ahead and fill it in here. And here you get all these suggestions, so these we can all copy, and here it's given us an indication of the monthly searches. Now, it's not an exact number, but it's 5 million plus, or between 4 to 5 million, and as long as it's above 1 million or maybe even below 1 million, you can simply copy all these search terms and add them to your file and start creating pins for these terms. So this is a great way, actually one of the best ways to find keywords and to see if the keywords that you find, also with the techniques that I'm going to show later in this video, here we can validate if they're actually popular on Pinterest, yes or no. So these were the methods within the ad creation section. You can just cancel the campaign here. And right now we're going to the Pinterest Trends. This is similar to Google Trends. If you're familiar with Google Trends, it's actually a tool from Google themselves to see what search terms are popular right now. And here you can also see some suggestions on popular trends. And if you find a trend that is that has something to do with your business or is in some way relevant for your business, and then you can start creating pins for these trending topics right now. Here is also showing a couple different IDs. So for travel, for example, Hawaii, beach, all these things are giving you new IDs on what you can create, pins that you can create to drive traffic to your website. But what we want to do is we want to use this tool right here. And here it's actually showing us how popular this is and also when it's popular. So if there are, if you're selling a specific product that is selling better in summer, then you can see when you should start creating pins for it. Often you want to start creating pins a couple weeks before it's actually getting popular. And here it's also given us more suggestions, more search terms that we can start using. And here again, it's given us IDs on what these pins can look like. And it's not like the same as with Google. It's not showing us the volume, but a cool thing that we can do is actually see, compare different search terms to see which ones are popular, and you can select up to 4 here. And here you can see that neck pain relief, for example, is even more popular in some times of the year than the keyword massage. So great tool. And of course here you'll see even more suggestions. Then Pinterest actually has another tool that we can use, which is the IDs section. So for the trends, go to trends.pinterest.com. For the IDs, go to pinterest.com/IDs. And here it's just giving us a couple different standard IDs. A lot of these search terms are similar as the interests when you create an ad, but there are also a couple different ones. And let's go to beauty, for example. Here it's given us more IDs, also a couple pins IDs. And when we click on hair, for example, it's bringing us to this page where it shows us the 10 most popular pins for this specific search term. And this is a great way to see what is popular right now on Pinterest, and some trends that you can use to start creating pins for yourself as well. Also, more suggestions from Pinterest, more related topics. There are a lot of different places where Pinterest is giving us more suggestions. So these were the keyword research methods that we use with Pinterest. Now we can also use keyword tools that are made for Google, but of course not all keywords that are popular on Google are popular on Pinterest. So what you can do is, for example, a great way to find good keywords for Google is to use the keyword planner in your Google Ads account, and it's giving you all these different suggestions. And then you can go to Pinterest, to the ad section where you create the ad, fill in the search term to see how much volume and monthly searches there are for that specific search term, and if it's good, you can add it to your list. And a great tool for Google is the Ubersuggest tool. Go to neilpatel.com/Ubersuggest, and right now it's in Dutch, but it doesn't really matter. And what you can do is type your keyword here, and here it will show the volume, but when you scroll down, it's also giving you a couple different suggestions. So these suggestions you can use as well. Just check in your Pinterest account what the search volume is for these keywords and these keyword combinations, and then you, if they're good, you can add them to your list. So these are a couple different keyword methods, and all these methods should give you more than enough keyword and keyword combinations to start with and to start creating pins for.